Welcome to Rajya Sabha TV. You're watching a special report on the Konkan districts in Maharashtra. I'm Amritanshu Rai. The Konkan is all about the sun, the sand, the Western Ghats, excessive rainfall, Shivaji's admiralty, his forts, and fishing. The Konkan district in Maharashtra include districts of Thane, Raigad, Ratnagiri, and Sindhudurg. This is a thin strip of land between the Sahyadri mountains in the Western Ghats on one side and the Arabian Sea coast on the other. Thane district shares its border with Mumbai suburban region and has seen rapid urbanization and industrialization in the last few decades. It is now like the backyard of Mumbai. Thane district forms part of the North Konkan, also called Aprant or the western end.
Konkan, apart from this fishing and paddy cultivation or the orchards like mango, it has typically, it's the money order economy also. Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg, where every educated boy would go to Bombay to find a job, and your parents are you see, Ratnagiri and Sindhudurg, these are the two districts. Between 2001 and 2011, there is minus population growth.
Most residents of the area are settlers who have come from other districts of Maharashtra in search of employment. Just about 80 years back, we just had a railway junction and settlements of employees of the railways. The Brahmin colony in Thane is a colony of earlier settlers who had migrated to Thane when the railway station was being built.
हमारे जो ग्रैंडफादर थे उन्होंने ये जो संस्था शुरू की है हितवर्धिनी सभा, उसका मेन कारण था विद्या, शरीर स्वास्थ्य और कल्चरल प्रोग्राम्स. ये बेस, इससे बाहर कोई भी नहीं जा सकता है.
हमारे ग्रैंडफादर्स ने यहाँ पे फैसिलिटीज़ क्रिएट की है कि उसमें खेलने के लिए हमारा खुद का मैदान हो, हमारा खुद जिम हो, तो वो हम लोग यहाँ पे मेंटेन कर रहे हैं प्रॉपरली.
83 इयर्स में हमारी संस्थाओं एंड सोसाइटी कभी भी पॉलिटिक्स में भाग नहीं ली. पॉलिटिक्स से हम हमेशा दूर रहे हैं, और जो इलेक्शन का टाइम होता है तो हर व्यक्ति स्वतंत्र है उसकी पॉलिटिकल सोच आगे लाने के लिए. हम किसी भी पार्टी का प्रचार नहीं करते. कोई भी हमारे यहाँ पॉलिटिकल लीडर हमारे संस्था में नहीं है. हम उनको अलाउ, ऐसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में ही है हमारे कि पॉलिटिक्स विल नॉट बी अलाउड इन दिस सोसाइटी.
Thane and Navi Mumbai are the new upcoming areas in the district. Thane is witnessing rapid urbanization, attracting people from all over to migrate. We chanced upon an interaction between the district's guardian minister and a delegation of Christians who were lobbying for allocation of land to build a church.
इस शहर की खासियत ये है कि ये शहर हिंदुस्तान का एक छोटा स्वरूप है. ये शहर में हिंदू, मुसलमान, बुद्ध, क्रिश्चियन, जैन, सिख, साउथ, नॉर्थ, झोपड़पट्टी में रहने वाले, गांव में रहने वाले, शहर में रहने वाले इतने भाईचारा से रहते हैं कि ये शहर को एक परिवार की मिसाल दी जाती है.
यहाँ पे 10 लाख परिवार जो जर्जर इमारतों में रहते हैं, वो गए 10 सालों से हम लोग इसमें प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि सरकार ने इसके ऊपर ध्यान देना चाहिए.
The district has had Hindu, Mughal, Portuguese and Maratha rulers, and the influences are visible even today. Thane historically is known for its ports. There is documentary evidence now that Vashi port exported timber to Mecca so that the Egyptians could build their wooden boats. Raigad district is the second district along the coastal region, also known as Konkan. Alibag is the district headquarters of Raigad and is popular as a weekend getaway for the Mumbaikas. Raigad district was named after Raigad Fort, which was the capital of Maratha Empire. Chhatrapati Shivaji rebuilt this fort and ruled over his entire kingdom from this hilltop in the Sahyadri mountains. But times have changed.
हम लेफ्टिस्ट है, ये तालुके में 50 साल हमारी एमएलए सीप है, 50 साल हम इधर विधायक है, हमारे पार्टी के, मेरे फैमिली के.
Our district, Raigad Fort is there. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was a king of this area, and his famous fort is located in Mahad Taluka of Raigad district.
Alibag also has the tomb of Kanoji Angre. The naval admiral of Maratha Empire, who at one time controlled the entire western coast from Surat to Cochin. For the British and the Portuguese, Kanoji was an Indian pirate. But for the Indians, he was the first Indian admiral who prevented foreign powers from raiding coastal areas all along the coast of Arabian Sea.
Entire admiralty, you had great Maratha Confederacy, and the admiralty of Maratha Confederacy was situated only on this coast.
The Murud Janjira fort in Raigad district is the only fort which Shivaji could not conquer despite several attempts. The seat of power of the Maratha Empire, the Raigad fort is less than 100 kilometers from Murud Janjira fort. Formerly the capital town of the Siddhis of Janjira, Murud is today popular for its alluring beach and an ancient fort. Battered on all four sides by sea waves, its strong walls yet standing intact and 40 feet high even at full tide is the majestic island fortress of the Siddhis. Murud Janjira was never conquered by an enemy for over 350 years since its construction. Murud Janjira is probably the only impregnable fort on the 720-kilometer Maharashtra coastline that neither of the Portuguese nor the British could subjugate. Even the Marathas, despite their repeated attempts, failed to subjugate the Siddhi power. Janjira is one of the strongest marine forts of India. The structure is situated on an oval-shaped rock near the port town of Murud. The fort is approached by sailboats from the Rajapuri beach. The main gate of the fort faces Rajapuri on the shore and can be seen only when one is quite close to it. It has a small postern gate towards the open sea for escape. The fort has 19 rounded bastions still intact. There are many cannons of native and European make rusting on the bastions. Now in ruins, the fort in its heyday boasted state-of-the-art facilities, palaces, quarters for officers, mosques and a big fresh water tank. The fort was originally a small wooden structure built by a Koli chief. It was captured by Pir Khan, a general of Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar. Later, the fort was strengthened by Malik Ambar, the Abyssinian Siddhi regent of Ahmednagar kings. From then on, Siddhis became independent, owing allegiance to Adil Shah and the Mughals as dictated by the times. Despite their repeated attempts, when Shivaji's son Shambhaji also failed, he built another island fort known as Kasa or Padmadurg, just 9 kilometers north of Janjira, to try to control it. The southern portion in and around the town of Ratnagiri is famous for its Alfonso mangoes, locally known as hapus. Harvesting is done in April and May. As a result of this lucrative occupation, the region is an affluent belt compared to other rural regions of India. The Alfonso mango is named after a Portuguese officer who taught the farmers of the district the art of grafting.
It's a very traditional district. Historically, Ratnagiri is famous for so many things. Famous for Alfonso mangoes. So many big freedom fighters like Lokmanya Tilak, Veer Savarkar are from this place. I guess only district in the country probably having 3 Bharat Ratnas from a single district.
तो जो एक्सपोर्ट के लिए जो इरेडिएशन फैसिलिटी उपलब्ध है लासल गांव में, वो जो लासल गांव में उपलब्ध है वो अमेरिका के लिए यूज़ करते हैं, लेकिन वो यहाँ से लासल गांव नासिक ज़िले में जाके करने का और बाद में एयरपोर्ट के लिए रवाना करने का ये बहुत परेशानी आ जाती है। तो उसके लिए रत्नागिरी में ही इरेडिएशन स्टेशन चाहिए।
यूरोपियन कंट्रीज कौन सा भी कंट्री का लगता है कि फेयर ट्रेड होना मांगता है। फार्मर शुड बी द एक्सपोर्टर, नॉट ट्रेडर शुड बी द एक्सपोर्टर।
वो करने के लिए क्या दिक्कत है?
एक सर्टिफिकेशंस तो जरूरी है उसके लिए, फर्स्ट थिंग्स। सर्टिफिकेशंस के बाद में ट्रेसेबिलिटी इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट एंड ग्लोबल लोकेशन, ग्लोबल इंडिकेशंस।
बाकी भी जो हम किसान हैं जो लोकल मार्केटिंग करते हैं यहाँ से पूना, मुंबई और अहमदाबाद गुजरात में है, वो करते हैं, उनके लिए ये जो सिस्टम, जो दलाली सिस्टम है यानी कि कमीशन एजेंट, वो कैंसिल होना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारे खेती माल का भाव करना उनके ही हाथ में रहता है, हमारे हाथ में कुछ रहता नहीं है।
एक हार्वेस्टिंग के मुताबिक अगर हम लोग हार्वेस्टिंग जो करते हैं उसके ऊपर मतलब ऐसा कोई टेक्निक आज तक मतलब अपग्रेड हुआ नहीं है। जो पुराना अपना टेक्निक है उसी हिसाब में अपना हार्वेस्टिंग होता है।
The district has a sea coast of nearly 167 kilometers, dotted with fishermen colonies. Most of the people here work in and around Mumbai metropolitan area. 85% of the land surface of Ratnagiri is hilly. Roads are a big issue in this district. The proposed expansion of the Samudra Marg along the coast has been one of the big demands of the people here.
मेरा जो कोकन का नेशनल हाईवे नंबर 17, अभी उसका नंबर चेंज हुआ है, लेकिन पुराना जो 17 हुआ है उसका वो जो 4 लेन करना है वो मुझे करना है।
मुंबई गोवा राष्ट्रीय महामार्ग जो कोकन के विकास के लिए एक अच्छा सेतु बन सकता है। इस मुंबई गोवा राष्ट्रीय महामार्ग के 4 लेन करने का जो काम है उसके लिए हम लोगों ने कोशिश की, केंद्र सरकार ने मंजूरी दी और इसके लिए 5,000 करोड़ रुपए उसके लिए प्रबंध किया गया।
हम जब जोशी साहब सेंट्रल मिनिस्टर थे उनके वक्त में मैं और हमारे सीएम ने खुद जाके ये मुंबई गोवा जो रोड है वो हमने अप्रूवल उसकी ली। वो जोशी साहब जब सेंट्रल मिनिस्टर थे, ये इनका काम नहीं है। वो
Sindhudurg district is the last Konkan district in Maharashtra and shares its borders with Goa. Sindhudurg district is the southern part of the greater tract known as the Konkan. It is historically famous for its long coastline and safe harbors. Sindhudurg district was earlier a part of the Ratnagiri district. For administrative convenience and industrial and agricultural development, Ratnagiri district was divided into Ratnagiri and Sindhudurg in 1981.
काफ़ी हम इधर प्रोसेसिंग के यूनिट हमने अभी शुरू किए हैं कि यहाँ जैसा मैंगो है, कैश्यू है, ऐसे अलग अलग फ्रूट 7-8 वेराइटीज़ यहाँ तैयार होती है। इसलिए हम बाई प्रोडक्ट में जा रहे हैं, वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट में जा रहे हैं। वो जाके इनकम बढ़ाने की, पर हेड इनकम बढ़ाने की हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
The name of the district has been adopted from the famous sea fort Sindhudurg, which literally means sea fort. The fort in Malvan was built by Shivaji Maharaj. The Pandavas are said to have passed through this region on their 13th year of exile and had lived in this area for some time.
And Sindhudurg Fort and Vijayadurg Fort are also most important, and there are almost 13 jetties. Maybe it was the harbour in the historical periods, but now it is being used as a jetties.
These locales in Maharashtra suffer none of the consumerism that has devoured most beaches in Mumbai and Goa, driving it out of the reach of an average income earner. In sharp contrast, they are spellbindingly beautiful.
We have exquisite beaches, one of the most beautiful beaches. In fact, Sindhudurg has higher number of beaches than Goa. Yeah, there are 29 beaches.
Witness the art of boat building and maintenance, or solitary skiffs near the coast looking for crabs and lobsters. Another visual delight, the elaborate ritual of manual hauling in of a huge fishing net, locally known as Rapan, from the beach controlled by a single trawler out at sea. Fish and other exotica from the Arabian Sea dominate the cuisine. The uninitiated may find the fiery seafood curries a bit too spicy. Most of the sleepy towns you encounter on these stretches only have community dining rooms, as opposed to restaurants. It's time for us to head into a break. When we return, we'll tell you more about the Konkan. Welcome back. Of the numerous forts that Chhatrapati Shivaji built, two stand out. One is Raigarh Fort and the other is the Sindhudurg Fort. Maharashtra has a proud history of having stood up initially against the Mughal invaders and later against the British Empire. Chhatrapati Shivaji, a Maratha warrior who troubled the invaders by occupying forts on hilltops all over the region and adopting tactics that are now termed as guerrilla warfare, is a hero. He even commanded a naval fleet that looked after his maritime interests from the island fortress of Sindhudurg and for some time prevented the British colonizers from establishing their hegemony in spite of their naval might. Though most of his forts are located inland and have now become weekend tourist attractions for the locals, quite a few of them are located on the coastline. Now in ruins, they add a touch of history to a lonely stretch of coast wherever they occur.
We have a different combination of the primitive tribes in this part of the world. Like we have Warlis, Katkaris and Thakas, which are primitive types.
This is the very heart of Maratha country, Raigarh, the capital of Shivaji's kingdom. Strategically perched atop a wedge-shaped block of hill and inaccessible from three sides, stories of incredible valor and heroic deeds are etched on every pebble at Raigarh. It was here that Shivaji built his capital city and here that he crowned himself Chhatrapati. For 6 years up to his death, Raigarh remained the capital of the Marathas with its broad gates and magnificent monuments.
महीने में तो हम लोग जाते हैं, लेकिन साल में हमारा 3 त्यौहार होता है। एक राज्याभिषेक सोहळा, एक राज्य की पुण्यतिथि सोहळा और जिजाऊ महासाहब की पुण्यतिथि। ये 3 हम लोग किधर छोड़ते नहीं। मैं किधर भी हो, नागपुर में अधिवेशन में हो, सेशन में, तो भी हम लोग छोड़ के इधर आ जाते हैं। तो ये मेरा पहला मकसद है कि मेरा रायगढ़ फोर्ट में जो आने वाला कोई भी शिव भक्त वो वही नज़ारे से देखेंगे कि वह शिवाजी महाराज का कुछ भी है करके।
The history of Raigarh, earlier known as Rairi, is obscure. In the 12th century, Rairi was a seat of the Shrike Palegar family. After changing several hands, it was captured by Shivaji from Chandradev More. Shivaji chose Rairi for his capital and renamed it as Raigarh. The gigantic construction work was entrusted to Abaji Sondeve and Hiroji Indolkar. In its heyday, Raigarh had more than 300 houses and structures. After Shivaji, the fort remained in the hands of his son Shambhaji before being captured by the Mughals. This was the safe haven for Shivaji. There was only one pathway leading to the top, and prizes were offered to those who scaled the fort through unconventional methods. Raigarh Fort is located around 2,850 feet high from the sea level. The fort is situated at the highest peak of Sahyadri mountains, and because of that, fort gets the protection naturally. Finally, a British officer, Colonel Prathar, attacked Raigad Fort and destroyed most of the structures, including the palaces.
देखिए, ये जो कोकण है, खास करके सिंधुदुर्ग और रत्नागिरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट, ये टूरिज़्म डिस्ट्रिक्ट है और टूरिज़्म के माध्यम से अगर विचार सोचना होगा तो जिस तरह से इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट होना चाहिए था, रोड और बाकी सुविधा होनी चाहिए थी, इसके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं हुआ.
We are on our way to Sindhudurg Fort. This fort was built by Shivaji to keep an eye all along the beaches. The uniqueness of this fort is that when the ships are approaching the fort from Arabian Sea, they cannot see this fort, but the guards on the fort can see everything along the beach.
Sindhudurg Fort stands on a rocky island known as Kurte, barely a kilometer from the Malwan beach. Sindhudurg was built by Shivaji when all his attempts to take the island fort of Jhanjira proved futile. The construction was done under the supervision of architect Hiroji Indulkar. Shivaji had invited 100 Portuguese experts from Goa for the construction of the fort. It is also recorded that 3,000 workers were employed round the clock for 3 years to build Sindhudurg. The fort is approachable from the Malwan Pier by a boat through a narrow navigable channel between two smaller islands. The main gate, flanked by a massive bastion, faces the city. Inside the fort, there are some temples, tanks, and 3 wells. It also houses some 20 Hindu-Muslim hereditary families. After Shivaji, Sindhudurg was briefly captured by the British and was renamed by them as Fort Augustus, and later dismantled the fort's defense structures.
That's all we have in this report. We'll be back with a new issue and a new report. Keep watching Rajya Sabha TV.